every single time you look at yourself, you are registering a message about your self-worth.
Yeah.
So if you are showing up really great, then you're going to build your confidence every time.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I will hear people be like, well, I'm just going to wear the wrong colors or the wrong things when I'm at home. Like, it doesn't matter. When I'm at home, I'm not going to wear makeup at home. And I'm like, well, sis, if you are at home all the time, then maybe that's the point where you should really show up your best.
Yes. If you have ever wondered how you can show up better for your business, in your life, as a high-performing woman, and feel really confident in just how you show up on camera, in person, to where you're not second-guessing how you look every second of the day, that actually impacts your nervous system. In today's episode, we are going to be talking all about style and color, and I'm so excited to have a very special guest, Sarah Kraus, with me here today, who is my personal stylist. And she's going to talk all about the science behind color theory and style and how it really does ultimately contribute to the way you show up and your success and the results you're getting in your life on a daily basis. So welcome, Sarah.
Hi.
I'm so excited you're here. This is so fun. This is going to be such a fun episode. It is no thing that people know that I love fashion. I love clothes. I love shopping. It's like definitely a very big part of my personality. It has been my entire life. And a few years ago, I got my colors done, which is all the rage these days. And it was very shocking, right? What the colors were. I'm a winter season, and it honestly changed how I dress, how I show up, the way that I put outfits together. And there was definitely friction at first, as there is with most people. And so Sarah is, well, I'm going to let Sarah introduce herself. Tell us, Sarah, how you got into color analysis and styling to begin with.
So it starts back in high school. So I actually used to be like a theater kid, shocking, right? But I would do hair and makeup for productions in my high school. And then I was an honorary member of the competition cheer team as their hair and makeup artist. So I could ride the bus.
Yeah.
And so I would go on the bus with my friends and I would do everybody's hair and makeup before their competitions. And then one of my good friends was in pageants. So I started doing her hair and makeup for pageants, for Miss Georgia, etc. And then I went to college because I felt like smart people were supposed to go to college.
As many people believe.
Yes. So what did I study? Criminology.
Perfect.
Because I loved Law and Order SVU.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be a hairdresser. So I was like, I'll just study something I like and then I'll go do hair.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. Then I went and did hair.
Yeah.
And my husband was in the Navy. He served post 9/11 in Iraqi freedom as a combat photographer. So I stopped doing hair during that time and just was a Navy wife for a while. And not just because it's not just,
well,
but then after he was done with his service, we moved here back to Georgia and I opened an online boutique and it was very successful for many years. But I felt like I was part of the problem, not part of a solution, because I was filling people's closets with stuff, just more and more and more and more overwhelm and more decision fatigue. And during COVID, I really started praying for something that was service-based, that used my gifts, but actually helped people live more intentionally and more aligned. And hence what I do now. So now I help people learn what colors and what styles suit them best so they can shop intentionally and build a wardrobe that brings them joy instead of stresses them out.
So good. So you work now with a lot of influential and high capacity women, me being one of them. And so what I want to know is what patterns you notice the most among women who feel truly confident in themselves.
I think it is mainly being congruent with their inner essence. When you start showing up where your voice and who you are at your core is shown on the exterior, that alignment is very freeing for people. And I think people who are really high-powered businesswomen typically have a good handle on that or want to.
Yeah.
Like that is a desire to be able to show up very authentically. And when you are showing up authentically, you are able to sell more and do more because people expect exactly what's coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
So when you are showing up not authentically, sometimes it does cause that friction between you and whoever your prospective clients are.
Yeah. And if you aren't dressing like the way you should be for your body type or your season,
Yes.
what's the opposite? Like, what's the opposite result that you feel like people get?
So it actually can cause distrust, which people don't realize. But like think about a time in your life where you've met someone and they started talking and you're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. When you start a relationship with like that, it instantly is distrust.
Yeah. So
So you have to then gain trust over time because you wore the wrong outfit.
wow. That's like so powerful.
It's like simple, but you don't think about it. But when you think about the people in your life that you've met that the inside didn't match the outside, you know that was like jarring for you
And
as
you
a
didn't
human.
you didn't realize that maybe
Correct.
it was because of what they're wearing.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the big thing is like
Wow.
we really think that our subconscious, we think we have more control over it than we do.
Yeah.
Like we cannot control what's happening in your brain. You can learn your brain's rhythms and kind of hack that, but we can't control the subconscious.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah. Well, and the interesting thing that I've noticed is like I actually think about what I'm wearing way less whenever I'm around people.
Yes.
Talking, presenting, being on podcasts, whatever, standing on a stage, actually think way less about myself
Yes.
when I am dressed as I should be.
Correct.
Why
Yeah.
is that?
It's because of the alignment. So it's the idea of congruency. Like our brains really love things to make sense. So when the outfit makes sense for who you are and you feel really authentic, then you stop caring about what you're wearing.
Yeah. And
You
so
know?
then you can actually focus on the people you're serving
Exactly.
and what you're trying to impact them
Yes.
with. So good. Do you feel like this obviously matters not in person too, like just showing up on social media? I mean, I know that even like whenever I am wearing a certain like wow color with like a certain lipstick, like in my ads, people will notice immediately and like they're magnetized to me just because of what I'm wearing.
Yeah. 60 to 90% of a first impression is just based on color.
Yeah.
So people stop their scroll or listen because of the colors you're wearing. And people who wear lip color specifically actually are exponentially more likely to get promotions in male-driven workplaces. And also it leads to increased sales.
Yeah, I actually was listening to a podcast. I can't remember which one it was, but Cody Sanchez was talking about this. And she was talking about how women who like are more attractive, not like naturally more attractive, but women who like dress up, wear makeup, like the percentage of how much more money they make.
Absolutely.
Was like big. Like there was a bunch of stats that she rattled off.
Yes, it's wild.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody says to me in my chair, they're like, I don't think I'm going to wear lipstick. I'm like, why don't you Google it and see maybe you might change your mind? Because it is drastic. Even when I used to sell clothes, I did a lot of live selling on Facebook. Like when it first came out, if I didn't wear lipstick versus when I did wear lipstick, my sales were almost double. Like no joke. We actually did experiments on it.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Wearing a bold lipstick makes people listen to you.
Yeah.
It has to be the right lipstick for you. The wrong lipstick could get the wrong result, but the right lipstick can go a long way.
So good. So when it comes to women who are, having to get dressed, they're putting on an outfit to get on a Zoom call or go in person and they're getting dressed to work. Why do people open a full closet and feel like they have nothing to wear?
So there's a few reasons. Number one, if you build a wardrobe that's not in a color palette, typically you're going to be operating just in outfits. Like this shirt goes with these pants and that's it. So you're having this wardrobe full of things because those pieces aren't really working for you. Like you want your shirt to go with at least 3 different bottoms. Another big thing, and I think this is probably the biggest problem with women's closets, is having clothes that are not the right size. So we're women, we fluctuate and there is nothing wrong with fluctuating. But the clothes hanging in your closet should fit you today. They should not be too big nor too small. having clothes that don't fit you is actual emotional torture because it's reminding you of what you were that you were unhappy with or what you're not that you're not happy with.
Yeah.
Like it's just these remembrances of the things that are not your current state.
Yeah.
So if you have a closet that is really streamlined to things that fit you, fit your body's proportions, and work together, it makes it so much simpler to get dressed.
That's such a good point. Actually, just went and on a nervous system like thought on this. The cognitive load and the mental clutter that it's adding to your daily life of when you go to get dressed and like you're spending excess minutes in your closet, frustrated that you're adding additional negative feeling to your day and usually starting your day that way because of what's in your closet.
Yes.
And I remember when I first got my colors done and looking and, you know, I was more like, it's not that I didn't ever wear the colors. I just was more wearing what was trending.
Yes.
And so I had a lot of like the coppers and the browns and all the shades of brown. And like, newsflash, when you're a winter, there is not one shade of brown in your color palette. And so I really had to transition my closet. And actually my assistant just got her colors done and she's a winter too.
Oh.
So now we're both winters and Lana's a winter. So
yes.
all winters.
Winter team.
Like, so fun. And so it was so funny because she was like, oh my God, now I have to buy all new clothes. And I was like, it took me 2 years to get to the where like the majority of my clothes were in my palette. And honestly, there was even pieces that were like expensive that like I held on to for a long time because I was like, this dress was $400 and it's like orange. And I was like, but I wouldn't wear it was the thing because I really am a rule follower when it comes to the colors. Like I'm really not trying to like wear something. Some people get their colors done and they're like, I'm wearing what I want. And like, you know, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm more of like, why would I put something on my body that's not the best thing when I could wear like the best color for me?
Yeah.
And so, because I remember like when I got my colors done, her saying, it's not that like these other seasons look bad on you. She was like, you would look good in a brown paper sack. Literally. She was like, this is just bringing out your most like natural beauty and essence. Exactly. And I was like, right, well, why wouldn't I always want to look the most beautiful that I could look? Why would I want like second best, you know? And so it got to a point where I was like, I am not grabbing the things that are not in my closet, my season in my closet, even if they are nice pieces.
Yes.
But it took me like 2 years to like emotionally be like, these are material things, Emily. This is not that important. You can get rid of them. Somebody else can love these.
Yeah, I call it emotional support.
Yeah, right.
We all like hold on to these things because we're like, what if?
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
So I actually encourage people to remove those pieces from their closet. Like just put it in the guest bedroom closet.
Another place.
Like, just get it out of your field of vision. And if you decide one day, I really need to wear that, then go wear it. But move it out of your closet because you got to protect your peace and treat your closet like precious real estate.
Yeah.
Like if something's going in, it's got to be a heck yes.
Yeah.
Or it's a no.
Yeah. Well, and I think this is like almost like, for me at least, it was like this abundance versus scarcity mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was like, I want to have this abundant mindset where it's like, yes, this dress is $400. And Emily, you could buy a new dress that was in your season if you really like wanted to. And like not being like, oh, but it was expensive and like I don't want to get rid of it. And like I have this scarcity mindset around my clothes. And so that was something that I really had to work through. But I want to go back to what you were saying about the pieces in your closet working together. So Sarah styles me. She helps, but what she does is she'll help me pick out outfits for certain events that match my body type, my clothing personality, and my color palette. But a lot of times it's like, oh, I have this retreat. But a lot of times she just gives me like a board of like outfits or things that she knows would work for me. And then I kind of pick from them. So I actually had a recent trip like 2 weeks ago to New York and I was there for 6 days.
Yeah.
And it was a wild time leading up to the trip. So I had like no time to pack.
Yeah.
And I really was just picking like, okay, I know I want to bring that shirt. I know I want to bring this skirt. I know I want to bring that dress. I want to bring these pants. I want to bring this. I didn't really create outfits before I went. I had a sort of an idea of like what I was going to pack or what would go together. And what was so cool is when I got there, I was like, oh, this navy skirt, I could wear any of these tops that I packed. Oh, this black skirt with these boots, like I could wear this. Oh, this scarf goes with this. Oh, wait, this scarf goes with this. It was so freeing to be like, wait, I can mismatch all of these pieces on this trip. And I didn't even have to like really plan the exact outfit. My jackets all went with everything. Like it was so cool. And I was like, that was kind of the first time that I really experienced that of like all my pieces work together.
Yeah. When you build a wardrobe in a color palette, that's to me, the biggest benefit of color analysis, like, yeah, it's awesome that we look good and I look younger and my skin looks good. Great. But besides the vanity, it's really the ease that is the win for me, because all of my pieces go together now. So I can have less and they can make more. And it's much less stress in things like that. Like, you can pack really simply because everything works together.
Yeah. And like something that I have like really been taking to heart and getting like almost like ruthless. I feel like I'm like cutthroat in my closet now.
Yes.
When I put something on, even if like I bought it like 6 months ago and I've worn it once or twice, if I'm not like obsessed, I'm like, no, this is gone. I'm like, everything I wear has to make me feel like 100.
Yes.
And when you live your life that way and then you start only buying things that make you feel 100, it's like every day getting dressed is so great because you're like, I feel really good in every single thing I own.
Yes. And then
it's so nice.
Takes that off your load. Like, we only have so much bandwidth.
Truly.
And
capacity, ladies.
If you take that one piece off, like, I give myself exactly 17 minutes to get ready every day.
Yeah.
17 minutes is my time. That is it. I'm not spending any longer on that because it's, to me, a waste of time.
Yeah. And people probably look at you and think she spent so much time putting her look together.
Yeah. No.
Because you look so good, because you're in your colors, you're in your style.
Yeah.
You have your lipstick on, your hair's the right color, everything.
Yes. And I no longer, one thing that I stopped doing is I no longer walk into my closet without knowing what I'm going to wear.
Interesting.
Because that takes up so much brain space when you're like, oh, maybe this, maybe this. No, I already have the plan when I walk in. So I am going in and just grabbing those two pieces.
Yeah.
I'm not looking through the closet.
Yeah. And I feel like what happens to a lot of people, me included, this is something I'm battling, is like, I won't wear things that I have, like, because it's like decision fatigue.
Yeah.
And so lately I've just been like picking something and wearing it.
Yes.
Like dresses I got last summer, like over the weekend. I like went to dinner Friday night with my husband. We went to dinner Saturday with the kids and then Sunday for church. And I wore like 3 different things that I got last summer. And I was like, I'm gonna wear this white Hill House dress. I'm gonna wear this red Cinque de Sep dress. Like, I was like, I'm gonna pull these dresses and wear them even though they're old. And it was just like kind of like reprogramming my brain that like I can just pull anything out of my closet and just put it on.
Yeah.
And playing that game of like, do I love this? Is this like a hell yes or like a meh? If it's not a hell yes, then this is going in like a separate pile.
Yes.
Like we're gonna let this sit for a month or 2 and then I'm gonna get rid of it probably. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
good. What changes do you feel like you see in women when they finally feel that congruence and that alignment in what they're wearing?
The biggest thing I hear is freedom. Like, it's very freeing. Like, I think at first, when you learn your colors and style, you go into a store and sometimes there's nothing for you. And like, at first you're like, oh, there's nothing for me. And then you're like, there's nothing for me. Deuces, I'm out. And you get to turn around and not spend your money that day because there wasn't something that is right.
Yeah.
And it's like separating you from that instant gratification shopping, because that is not how we should shop.
Yep.
We should shop because we need something or because it works for us and our lifestyle. Yeah. Not because the thrill of the purchase.
Yeah. Oh, like really good at, let's like louder for the people in the back. Talk about coping mechanisms. We like shopping is definitely one whenever people feel dysregulated to get that little dopamine hit, that thrill. Something so interesting that happened to me, which is funny because like anthropology is not my clothing personality. Maybe every now and then they'll have like a thing or two there that works for me. But as a whole, it's like definitely more on the natural side.
Yes.
But I remember right after getting my colors done, before I got my clothing personality done, which we're going to talk about what that even means. So we're like, what are you even talking about? I walked into anthropology and it's almost like you have like this new set of like goggles on.
Yes.
Or like when you scan, you like miss all the colors that aren't yours.
Yes.
And you can shop so much faster. I remember going in and getting like some like cobalt blue pants and like emerald green pants and like red, black, white, like all these like colors that were just like my colors. And I had my fan and I think I got like 3 outfits in like 23 minutes or something because it was so fast, because I just knew if it was like when you scan a table with like, that's like all merchandised, you can see like the colors that aren't yours and you don't even pick those things up.
Yeah. One of my clients, Jessie, she was one of my very first clients. I'll never forget. She had 3 little ones at the time when she got her colors done. And She texted me that she went into Target and actually bought herself clothes with the 3. I think they were under 3 at the time. And like no one screamed. Like she was able to shop fast enough that she was able to get herself clothing in Target with toddlers. And she was like, this is a whole new world.
Yeah.
But we have something in our brain called the reticular activating system. I say we all need a kick in the ass. And when you do find out your colors, what happens is it actually puts a lens on your brain that you're just looking for that. And it's going to take the rest out. A lot of times when I'm doing someone's analysis, they'll be like, they don't make clothes that color. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, they do. You just haven't seen them because your brain shut it out.
Yeah.
And they're like, what?
Yeah. So for y'all that don't know, the reticular activating system is like, let's say like you decided you want to get like a Lexus GX. That's a car that I'm looking at right now. And now I like see them everywhere. And it's like, before I decided I wanted that, I never like saw them. I saw them randomly. But now that I want one, I see the color I like, the color I don't like. I see them everywhere. So it's like, once you know what your colors are, you see that everywhere. So, okay, so let's talk about this. So Sarah is specifically with House of Color franchise. There's lots of color analysis out there that you can go do. There's AI color analysis that people do.
Yes.
There's online ones that people do. I remember when I first got my colors done, my mom was like, oh, I did that in high school. It was in a magazine or something. And you filled out a thing. And then she's like, I'm a this or whatever. She's since actually gotten her colors done. My mom is spring. That's something that's so funny. People think like if their mom is something, they're automatically something.
Yeah, no.
Which me and my mom have very different coloring, but my mom and me do have the same exact color eyes.
Yes.
But my mom's like more blonde and she has more red, fair undertones. And I'm more olive fair undertones. So anyways, it's so interesting. But so tell us like what makes in-person color analysis like the one you have to do, because people tell me all the time that they've got their colors done.
Yes.
And then it's like a website told you. And I'm like, that's not a real thing. And I feel very convicted about this. Probably as much as Sarah. I don't know.
Yes, probably. But, and also like a mini analysis, like people will ask us to do all the time, like a mini analysis.
Do you have to go in person? Like all of that.
Yeah. Yes. They're like, could you give us a shortened version? I'm like, could we? Maybe. Would you be missing out on the most important part? Yes.
Yeah.
So House of Color, we have franchises all throughout the United States, in England, globally, there are franchises. So I own 6 franchises in the Atlanta area. I have 12 amazing stylists who work for me here. But House of Color is basically the gold standard in color analysis worldwide. We've been around for over 40 years. It is kind of the OG, the original, very purest form of color analysis. We are a 4-season analysis system. We do like things in natural light because that is the purest light where we can see exactly what's happening to your skin tone. I did a post a few months ago. I took 4 phones from my household. So like my 12-year-old, he has like an iPhone SE with a button, you know, that was like my father-in-law's hand-me-down. And then my son has a phone, my husband had a phone, and my phone. We took the 4 phones. I put them on a tripod. I stood in one spot and I took a picture of myself. Every single one looked completely different. The one that was the most accurate was the iPhone SE with the button.
Wow.
Unbelievable. But 2 of the phones would, if I had put that into any AI
would have told you were not a winter.
It would have said I was an autumn.
Wow.
It would have said I was warm because I looked very gray in those pictures. And then in 2 of the pictures, it would have called me a winter.
Yeah.
So I would have gotten totally different results.
Yeah.
Even though I took it in the exact same spot with the exact same lighting.
Yeah.
A phone and edits pictures. Like there is white balance changes.
Yeah.
It depends on what type of phone you're using. All those things make such a big difference. But the most important part is you're not seeing it.
Yeah.
You don't get to see the change if it's not done in person.
Yeah.
And the biggest part of the analysis is you actually seeing the difference that it makes.
Yeah.
If you don't know, if I just told you, Emily, you're a winter. I know you wear bronze all the time, but I'd like you to wear bright pink lipstick. You would not do it.
No.
Unless you saw the bright pink lipstick on yourself.
Let me tell you how long it took me to like really embrace the bright lipstick. And now it's like a part of my brand.
Literally.
Well, it's like it's embodied who I am. People are like, who are you without your bright lipstick?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I remember when I did my color analysis and they were like, you're a winter. I was like, okay, well, like, what's like the neutral color that you wear as for a lipstick? And they were like, she's like, there is no neutral. And I was like, so like, if I go to the gym, she was like, there's no neutral. I was like, there's no like mauve or like nude lips are so in, like, right? And I was like, I was wearing Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk, of
And
course
it
you
was
were.
beautiful. And I was like, this is beautiful. This is not what I'm supposed to wear. And she was like, it doesn't look bad on you, but like this looks so much better on you.
Better. Yeah.
And so that was like it was like a hard and like a slow thing for me to embrace. I remember I would put it on and I would go out in public because I have naturally full lips. Like, they're full. My whole life I've had big lips. It's always been a thing, right?
Hashtag blessed.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. As a child, not so much.
Yes.
Lots of getting made fun of a lot. Now that I'm an adult, I do appreciate them, but I'm like, oh my gosh, when I wear red lipstick, it is like a
red
statement because I have big lips. And I was like, what are people going to think? They're going to be like, who does she think she is? And so I had to work through my own like insecurity and my own nervous system regulation to get to the place where I was like, yeah, who do I think I am? Like, who asked myself that? Like, who do I think I am?
Yeah.
And so, but when you start getting so many compliments constantly, I mean, the way that people come up to me when I'm at a restaurant with my husband,
wild.
It's like, and it's like not just because I'm like pretty. It's like because the color I'm wearing is the right color for me. And they just can't, they think it's the color of the shirt that they love so much, but it's because it's with my color that makes it look so good. It's right. Yeah. And I mean, it's wild. My husband like laughs. Like he of course, so many men are like, what is this thing? Like color analysis, whatever. But now he sees it and he just laughs. He's just like, okay, here we go again. Like here somebody else giving you a compliment. Yeah. Or telling me how pretty my eye color is or how pretty my skin looks or, whatever that is. Even Macy today was like, your hair looks so good. And I was like, it's so dark. And I was like, Sarah's trying to convince me that this is the right color for me. But I growing up, I had a lot more like lightness to it just because your hair gets darker as you get older.
Pre-puberty.
In summer, like I had more blonde from the sun. And that's kind of like what my kids' hair looks like now.
Yes.
And so it took me a little getting used to it. I am starting to like it a lot more. I actually got it toned last week. So it's like freshly
so good
toned. And she's like, this is the formula you need to do for your hair, which is really cool since Sarah knows hair as well. As far as the color theory used to be there too. So, okay. So there's 4 seasons. Each season has sub seasons
within it. Yes.
And you can wear any color in your season. Yeah. There's just a section of color that looks the best on you.
It's like your highest impact.
Yes.
Is how I say it. But in all honesty, I mean, I actually am wearing my sub-season today, but most days I don't. Most days I lean on the brighter end of the palette because it makes me happy.
Yeah.
And so that's why there are other systems that like give you smaller sections and have like 16 seasons and things like that. We give you a whole quarter of the color reel.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Because here's the thing, within that quarter of the color reel, there's going to be colors that you look excellent in, and there's going to be colors you look shut the front door in.
Yeah.
But those colors all go together.
Yes.
And that is the basis of our system.
Yeah.
So it's how it was originally designed, the 4-season color wheel. Back in the 1920s at the Bauhaus in Germany, there was an artist and he found painters like Monet would paint in 1/4 of the color wheel. And those paintings were super dynamic. And he was like, but why? And that's when this came to be.
Yeah.
Is that he realized there was a quarter of each part of the color wheel that harmonizes together and amplifies the results. And when we put the right color lip, the right color hair on Emily, it's going to amplify your eyes. It's going to amplify your skin tone.
And that's why people are like, you look so good.
Exactly.
Like they're attracted to me. But it's not just because it's like, oh, I'm just so naturally pretty.
No.
It's because
you are
the things. But it's the way that we put everything together. So good. So, okay, let's talk briefly about like clothing personality, style personality, because that's like a separate service that you can get. And I got that later. My opinion is almost that like clothing personality is more important than color.
Most people say that.
I'm like, I would rather the outfit look flattering on my body than it be the right exact color. I almost feel like I can like fudge the color a little bit more when I'm wearing the right color personality. And also what you're saying about I just had another thought, all the colors. What's cool about having the whole spectrum of your season is like when it's winter and fall.
Correct.
I wear like the pine and the burgundy and the damson, whereas I like to wear more of the turquoise and the icy colors in like the spring and summer. And so I feel like I get to wear like the fall colors when it's fall, even though I'm not an autumn.
It's a marketing tactic to get us to buy more things, but it is helpful for us to have that full palette. If I had $1 for everyone who walked in my studio and said I did analysis on ChatGPT and it called me a soft autumn. Everyone apparently is a soft autumn and they're just supposed to wear light neutrals every day.
Yeah.
Like what businesswoman can wear light neutrals every day? Like you need some deep grounding colors. We need options because sometimes we want to be neutral. Sometimes we want to be bright.
Yes.
Sometimes we want to be tropical. Like we need a variety. And that is what the full spectrum of a quarter of the color wheel gives us.
And what's so cool that I love is Sarah, and I'm sure like most color analysis people are like this, and that's how they all are trained, like in House of Color. But Sarah is like a no BS type of person. Like she is going to tell me like, no, you can't wear that. Like, do not order that. And you're going to tell me like, if I'm like, but everybody's wearing like the tone on tone, like cream, she's gonna be like, and you should not wear that because that isn't going to look the best on you. Do you feel like a lot of people like butt up, like there's like conflict? People don't want to like do what you tell them?
Yes and no. So I think I know that people are paying me and trust me to tell the truth. Like you're not like choosing me to be your bestie. You're choosing me to be honest. And I think that's what I attract is people who value that honesty because I want you to show up not like me. Like I want you to show up like the best version of you. And that is super important to my mission is making sure that you are harmonious with the way the good Lord made you and with your authentic personality. That both are showing up.
Okay, so authentic personality, that kind of takes us into the clothing personality. So is that what's called style personality or clothing personality?
Clothing personality. Sometimes we call it a CP.
Okay, CP.
So there's 6. We have 6 archetypes. Okay. Our 6 clothing archetypes are not exclusive of House of Color. You can find them in literature, in film, in other style resources. They have been around forever and ever. Amen. Okay. But we use those 6 archetypes as building blocks for 23 different clothing personalities.
You get a combo.
You get a combo. Not everyone gets a combo. Actually, some people are just one letter. Like just one archetype. That is more rare. More often, we are a juxtaposition because that's we are as humans, you know?
And I feel like sometimes too, well, so this is where it takes into account your preferences. So it's like your body type and your vertical proportions, which is important because a lot of people are like, well, what if I gain weight or lose weight? It's like your vertical proportions don't change. So it's like, are you long-legged versus long torsoed? Are you broad-shouldered versus wider hips? Like what is the smallest part in your body? Like you have a small waist. Like there's all these different measurements you're looking at. And what do you prefer? Like what style do you enjoy? And then you create an archetype for each person, and that's kind of a style of clothing they should dress.
Kind of a framework. So it's like we're giving you a framework of like what kind of scale makes sense, silhouettes, what kind of denim cuts work for you, where you should be drawing the lines on your body. And we are really the only clothing resource that takes both your personality and your body and lifestyle into account. There's lots that just use your body archetype, and there's some that just use your personality, but both are just as important as far as we're concerned. So we go at it from both sides to kind of make sure that when you're showing up, it is very authentic for you.
So this is interesting because whenever I got my clothing personality done, I was told I was a romantic classic, and I was like, I rebut this. I was like, I don't like these styles of clothes that are being shown to me that I should be wearing. Not everything, but it just was not feel like it meshed with me. And so like you actually told me that you think I am a romantic. Like you were like, I think you could be full romantic. You could go full romantic. And I know that takes into account that I'm more curvy, but also it's like the style of clothing that I should be wearing, like the drapey things, the more luxurious materials.
Yes.
And all of that. And so that's taken into account my preferences of like the style of clothes I like, but also my body type.
Yes. And I definitely think there's classic in there to honor your personality because like you have your stuff together.
Yes. Yeah,
like,
sure.
And a classic likes really high quality, but sometimes we can kind of rebut like what the style is because we don't like how somebody else shows up.
Yes. Yeah.
Or we don't like the pictures of it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about style is I actually am like, don't follow anyone who's your clothing person.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else.
Yeah.
Because what I don't want you doing is copying and pasting somebody else's style because they don't have your body.
And that's the thing. Like there are certain people that I love. Like you probably don't know this. She's like a fast rate coach, Ann Schulte. Do you know that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
She's a classic. Like probably something else in there, but she is like the J. Crew, the popped collar, the cardigans, a little bit more like oversized, like like button down, and she wears the loafers so well, and like I like want to be that, like the
very
sweater over the
grandma.
shoulders, yes. This she'll wear the skirts, the stripes, like all of that, and she wears it beautifully, and she has a very like not petite because she's not short, but like small frame.
Yes, yeah.
And so like she wears it so good and I'm like, I want to look like her. But if I wore the clothes she wears, it would not work on me.
No.
And there's also other people who wear like kind of the free people like natural look.
Oh yeah.
That I'm like, that's so cute on them. Or the boyfriend blazer, like the oversized blazer. And I'm like, it's so cute. And I'm like,
or a barrel jean.
Oh no, do not catch me in a barrel jean.
Absolutely not ever.
Yes. So it's like Sarah will be honest and be like, yes, this is trending and this is not for you. This is not a trend you should be following. And just like playing up certain parts of my body, like I have a booty. Like I've always had a butt my whole life. It's how I was created. But the upper portion of my body is smaller.
Yeah.
And so I have to balance that with the right vertical proportion. So I don't want to wear anything super fitted on the bottom. I don't want to wear anything super over big on the top. Like I have broad shoulders, which was actually something interesting I learned from my clothing personality, that my shoulders are actually broader than my hips. And I never knew I was broad shouldered.
Yeah.
So I don't need to wear like all the puff sleeve and the shoulder pad because then it makes me look like a linebacker.
Yeah. A lot of times we are completely incapable of being objective when it comes to ourselves.
Yeah. And you'll put something on and you're like, I don't know why I don't like this, but like I don't like it. And it's typically because it's like not the right style for your body.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, like we just don't have the ability to step outside of ourselves really to know what's right and what's wrong without a little bit of guidance. And once you get that framework, it's easy as long as you trust yourself within that framework.
Yeah.
That's what I find.
So what would you say? Would you I have to like you're like gonna plead the fifth or something. Do you think color is more important or style?
Style.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you agree with me. It's like I can fudge the color a little bit. Maybe it's not the exact right shade, but it's in the right, like it's cool toned or something if the style is right.
Yes.
And then you also can like play up the makeup, play up the jewelry. Like there's always things you can add to make it work better for you.
Yes. And I think just in general, I mean, whether it be men or women, but specifically women, we are not super kind to ourselves about our body. And we are kind of conditioned to hide the things we don't like. And that typically is making us look worse.
Yes, that's so good.
Like I almost never have seen it not backfire.
Yeah, like if you're maybe like you feel like you need to lose some weight and so you like never show your waist, but like actually your waist is like the smallest part of you and so you wear like a sack and it makes you look bigger than you actually
like you look like you're in maternity clothes.
Yes.
Instead of highlighting
your features.
The good parts. Like if you just focus on the parts that you really love about yourself, then you will show up better.
Yeah. And something that I love too about you, Sarah, is like I love to shop and I have a good eye for like good clothing. And now I've kind of learned like what brands are good for me and like who makes a lot of the clothes that are the right style for me and all of that. Like Allison Olivia is always really good. Sneak Sep's really good. Millie, like these brands, like they make clothes like for winters, but also for
your body,
for my body, which is so appreciated. Thank you to those brands. But I love how Sarah, it's like, I may pick an outfit out, but I'm like, she'll tell me like how it needs to be altered to like work better for me. So like this outfit, for example, that I'm wearing, she like told me like, oh, you need to take in the top because it needed to be more fitted, even though it was meant to be more boxy.
Yes.
And so like, but boxy doesn't look good on me.
No.
And so I needed it to be more fitted on my body. She'll say you need to wear like bigger necklace because you're trying to balance the bigger proportion on the bottom with the smaller proportion on top. I'm so like proportion, that's the right word.
Yeah.
And so I love how it's like the little details that like tie an outfit together, or it's like what type of jewelry or what type of accessory or what type of shoe.
Or how to do your hair.
How to do your hair. Like I recently just did a brand photo shoot and she was like, if it has a high neck, you need to wear your hair up. And that was so interesting to know like, okay, how to change my hair for it to have the best effect for the photo.
Well, and it's different. Like there's different things for still photos or video or speaking on stage. Like all of those different things, you're going to need to show up a little bit differently.
Yes.
Like, and there is thought put behind it.
Yes.
But if you're investing in those things, or they're part of your business, it's really important that
critical. So do you feel like people's style like is connected to like their identity, like who they see themselves as?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like my identity has become like concrete since I've gotten my style and my color done.
Yeah.
Like I know who I am.
Well, so I think it's like 77 times a day a woman looks in the mirror on average. And if you're on social media, like if you show up on social media for a living, that's even more. Or if you're someone like me who stares in a mirror all day because I have a client in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
Like every single time you look at yourself, you are registering a message about your self-worth.
Yeah.
So if you are showing up really great, then you're going to build your confidence every time.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I will hear people be like, well, I'm just going to wear the wrong colors or the wrong things when I'm at home. Like it doesn't matter when I'm at home. I'm not going to wear makeup at home. And I'm like, well, sis, if you are at home all the time, then maybe that's the point where you should really show up your best.
Yes. So good.
Because every time you go to the restroom, you wash your hands and you see yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you're either like, wow, I'm haggard, or wow, I've got my act together. Even if you don't. It's a way to make you like trick your brain into thinking you've got it together.
Oh yeah. I mean, even my workout clothes are in my seasons. Like I'm not trying to work out in a color that looks bad on me.
No.
Even my workout clothes are like the right style. I'm like, oh, I want a racerback type of top. It needs to be like more fitted. The short needs to have a little bit more give to it. Like it's crazy how you just pick things and it's not like it's so much work. It's just like once you know it, you can't unknow it. And then that's just what you shop for. And it's like, oh, Lululemon, I know it's this type of top and this type of short. And I get the top hemmed because if I don't, then it pulls around my hips, which is the part that I need to highlight. And it's so easy to shop that way.
Yeah. Just if you have a plan, it makes it easier to shop and you feel more confident in your purchases and then you feel great showing up every day.
Yeah. And like that is so tied to the nervous system because such a big part of the nervous system is visibility.
Yeah.
People are so scared to be visible, to be seen.
Yes.
They're petrified to be seen. And like not just visually seen like on a video, but like also like who they are. Like people are going to see who I really am. People are going to see, and the color and style elevates who you really are.
Yeah.
So then you feel more authentic. Do you ever hear people say that they feel like it's like vain? Like, like they feel like it's so much vanity to like care that much about what they wear and how they dress and all that.
Absolutely.
What would you say to those people?
It's really about your mental health, not about vanity.
Yeah.
So it's about clarity and simplifying and making your life more efficient, not about vanity. And if you flip the script and look at it from that angle, from a efficiency angle, then you'll stop thinking it's vain.
Yeah.
Because it's really not about that for most people.
Yeah.
That I think is the initial intrigue is like, wow, she looks like she just got a facelift, but she didn't. She's just wearing the right colors. Like, then, that might
light
be
turned on your face.
Yeah, that vanity might make you book the appointment, but the after effect of that ease is what's going to change your life.
Okay, so good. Okay, last few questions.
Yeah.
Do you think confidence starts internally, externally, or both?
I think both.
Yeah.
I don't think you can have one without the other. So I don't think I don't know a single woman who can show up in her husband's ratty old t-shirt and a pair of leggings with her hair disheveled in a top knot and really feel like a rock star when she looks in the mirror. She's going to avoid looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
If like you are actively avoiding looking in the mirror during the day, then it's time to do something.
Yeah.
So I think you need both to really feel congruent and like authentic to who you are.
Yeah. That's so good. In my framework that I teach my clients that work with me, it's the 4 corners of wealth. And one of them is physical health. But
Yeah.
a lot of people think they're coming like for physical health and it's going to be like all about eating and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, one of my modules is literally about like how you show up.
Yeah.
Like how you present yourself. Like I never get on a coaching call where like I do not have lipstick on. My hair is not fixed and polished. Like, do I sometimes have on like a matching like pink Lulu set?
Yeah.
Sure. With my pink lipstick and my hair is like fixed.
Yeah.
And so that is like a part of the identity work that like I do with my clients where I'm like, you have to like start being who you want to be and who you want to show up as now.
Yeah.
And not wait until you've like lost the weight or you've done the thing or whatever, like before you start showing up as that girl. You
Yeah.
have to do it now.
What's that phrase? Monday never comes. Like
Yeah.
we're always like waiting for something, waiting for a certain life event, etc.
Oh yeah.
But it's never going to happen.
Mhm.
So just why not live your best like right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. What is your most underrated style tip?
Most underrated style tip is don't dress based on trends, dress on your body. Dress based on your body.
Yeah.
If you dress based on your body's architecture, you will always be in style. Like you will never see me in a pair of skinny jeans again.
Yeah, same.
You will also never see me in a pair of barrel pants.
Yeah.
They might be super trendy. I mean, Macy McNeely just sent me like these capri pants that like Alex Earl was wearing at Formula One or something. And I'm like, and that will never be on my body.
Yeah.
No matter how trendy it is,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because it's not right for me. So
Yeah.
it will never look right on me.
Yeah.
And having that agency and authority is really so freeing.
So empowering. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Like if I see another influencer, you know, the Rudy barrel pants. Do you know that they all?
Yes. Yes.
So I always see influencers being like, this is flattering for every body.
Yes.
I'm like, or not.
I'm like, literally, if I put that on my body.
There's no style that is universally flattering.
Yeah.
There's not.
Yeah.
So understanding that there is no single style that
Yeah.
every person can wear.
Yeah. Actually,
okay.
a girl that I follow on TikTok, she actually lives in Houston. Her name's Sterling Dio. She's a custom suit clothier.
Okay,
She makes custom suits.
Mhm.
And I really like love her style. She does a lot of the more like masculine. She wears like the ties and all of that.
Yes.
And like androgynous.
Yes.
And I'm like, man, I would love to do that. I'm like, Sarah,
And
you
also
kill
no.
me. And-
Did you see my face? I'm like, also
but
no.
also like all of her suit, all the fabrics, they're
Amazing.
beautiful, but
Yes.
they're not bright colors. They're all
Yes.
like very neutral. She does like a lot of
Mhm.
neutral blues, a lot of neutral tans and browns and a lot of neutral colors. Like every now and then she'll do like a butter yellow or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
very like not subtle colors. Anyways, but she posted a TikTok today that was just like a B-roll of her, but it said on screen, it was like, did the barrel jean trend like disappear overnight or something like that? And I was like, for me, girl, it was never here.
Never.
It was never here for this girl.
It was never here. And that's like, it's so great because you love trends, but
I do.
knowing that you can walk away from the scene of the crime because it is not for you
Yeah,
is super empowering.
it is.
And allows you to feel great when you wear your clothes
Yes.
and not, it stops that imposter syndrome because
Yes.
if you're just dressing in trends,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to feel like an imposter.
And every now and then I'll say, like, if there is something kind of trendy, one
Yeah.
thing that's cool about you is you'll be like, you could maybe wear that if you did this with it and this lip
Yes.
and this shoe with this type of bottom. And I'm like, okay, like in that
Yes.
way you could wear it, but like you can't wear it the way she's wearing it.
Yes. Like
And
let's
every
make it
now and
Emily.
then that is that will work. And so that's cool too, because like I wouldn't have thought of that idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I said to Macy
Yeah.
about those capri
capris.
pants. I was like,
Maybe
not that, but this.
This.
And I
Yeah.
made her a board of what is right.
Yes,
You
for
know?
her. So good.
Mhm.
Oh, this was so fun, Sarah. I
Thank
am so
you.
excited. Just it's such a joy. We're like me and Macy were saying like you're like our secret weapon. We're like we can't tell people about you, but also Sarah's so good. I mean, how many people like come travel to you to get color done? A lot.
Most.
Yeah.
So I would say we are in a very small town in Canton, Georgia. Like it is a small town.
Yeah.
But I would say 90% of my clients travel at least an hour, but many are coming from out of state or flying to come see me.
Like it is worth it. Like we're going to do a little fun appointment, which we'll show behind the scenes for that too, right after this, to do some advanced color.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't even know what to expect, but that'll be fun.
Got it ready.
Yes. So Sarah, tell us, how can we find you? Like what's the best way to get in touch?
So I'm on Instagram at House of Color _Canton. Color has a U because we are a European based company based in Britain. But you can find me there or online at hoccanton.com. And if you want to find a House of Color stylist near you, you can go to houseofcolor.com. And there's like, it's amazing search. You can put in your zip code and find your nearest stylist. And we're all trained the same. And it's incredible.
So good. Thank you so much for being here today, Sarah.
My pleasure. Thank you.
See y'all next time. Bye, guys.